Hemendranath Mazumdar was a fierce believer in academic realism as a universal language. His commitment stemmed from his belief that the act of rendering an image through scientific observation was a bridge across cultures. His interest in finding a balance between East and West grew out of an ongoing public discourse at the time over the appropriate way to develop Indian art further. He actually struck out against both the Orientalist as well as the Bengal school at the time in order to forge his own path. Mazumdar was particularly popular with royal families of his day for his portraits that exhibited a sort of dexterity in combining Indian subjects with Western renderings. This enabled them to exhibit a sort of metaphoric connection between the royal families and the ruling colonial government. He was a master at figurative art. As an art student, in fact, he was single-minded about perfecting his figuration and often practiced anatomical drawings late into the night. It follows then that the body in particular was a prominent subject of Mazumdar's realism. Behind me is an absolutely brilliant work by the artist in the style that he was best known for. We can see him use what is often termed the wet sari effect here. And Mazumdar, interestingly, is believed to have originated this form of painting. A contemporary catalogue of the Indian Art Academy Journal noted that no painter of the East or West has, to our knowledge, attempted before him to paint figures draped in wet raiment. It seems to have been left to Mr. Mazumdar to give the world a new romance painting. A dedicated student of Western art forms as well, he used techniques like chiaroscuro and perspective to create images of Bengali women that were startling in their immediacy. Very importantly, the influence of ancient art is also present here. The tradition of revealing the body through diaphanous cloth to ostensibly maintain modesty can be traced back to the drapery technique in ancient Greek sculpture. Reflecting the hybrid sense of East and West that Mazumdar exemplified, this technique also recalls traditional Indian art. The graceful fall of the sari is much like that of the gossamer textile seen in Indian miniature painting. This work is also a testament to Mazumdar's expert handling of the medium. The sheer effect we see here, where the delicate material cleaves to the form, is very challenging to achieve with oil. This, combined with his masterful draftsmanship, creates lifelike works that give the viewers, in the words of critic Anuradha Ghosh, a tactile experience of warmth, smoothness, modulations of flesh that are communicated visually. Ghosh also notes that this painting behind me in particular occupies a very special place amongst works of this genre due to the subject he depicts. Unlike the lowered, modest gaze of his other subjects, our heroine here looks up boldly to survey her surroundings. Her posture betrays no awareness of observation. She's blissfully alone at the river with only nature and her own thoughts for company. Curiously, this confident expression bears an incredibly striking resemblance to a portrait that Ghosh found in the Mazumdar family photo album. Critics believe that Mazumdar based this work on a distant cousin named Malti, whose eyes, wavy center-parted hair, and low forehead are quite like the features on the woman behind me. Almost like a veiled glance from the past, her self-assurance compels the modern viewer to perhaps reconsider their notions of what is considered one's cultural lineage. View and bid on this painting by Hemendranath Mazumdar and other works by notable modern and contemporary artists at our 25th anniversary Saffronart sale on the 2nd and 3rd of April 2025.